So I wanted to talk about the phenomenon of being bullied. Now this comes from today, where I wasn't exactly bullied, but I was pushed and I fell back and I was extremely embarrassed because here I am, a black guy, and I'm getting just pushed over like I'm nothing. And that really irritated me, so I swatted at the guy's hand and I ran off in an attempt to show that I was giving pity and mercy to him. Of course, another alternative would have been to just push him back and just laugh about it, but that wasn't my reaction, and that isn't my reaction as I've been built into over the years, including in my elementary years and etc. So I know that the point of being bullied and the experience thereof occurs in a few stages, and I don't remember. Let's see. One is what the bully represents, the bully's action, and your action. Wait, no. What the bully represents, your reaction to that, and I think what do you do after the experience? Now, in my past, most of the time, a bully would represent, I'm just throwing it out there to make a round suggestion, power, dominance, and authority. And your reaction would be to accept being controlled and hurt by this power, action, and authority. When they, hit you, for example, your reaction would probably be to say, stop and away, like I did. How embarrassing. And then what do you do to deal with the feelings? Do you cry, or do you stay angry to show that you're strong? Or do you accept the experience as if it was really, nothing that happened? So, so I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to compare myself towards this guy. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to run off because I had been pushed over and embarrassed in front of everybody. Now, the point of embarrassment was another point within this whole thing, because I was extremely embarrassed to be pushed back that much. And then now I'm even more embarrassed because I ran off like a girl. And they probably all laughed at me. Anyways, even though I tried not to get them to laugh at me. So, of course, after the situation, I've experienced things like this so much that now I don't even get angry, or I know that it was just an experience, that it wasn't really, anything to get mad about. But I had to take, this person was abusing me, not abusing me, but he was hitting me constantly, and I just said, I'm not going to accept this no more. That was really what I had said when I ran off. Yes, there was anger because this dude does not stop. That's what had happened. The anger overtook me and I just had to react. Oh, So let's do what we have here, what the bully represents. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to define as power, dominance, and authority. What did I do after? Went inside and just sat down and didn't really pay attention to it. Suppressed it almost. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to suppress the situation and pretend it didn't really affect me, or that I weren't experiencing feelings, and for seeing this as a strong action compared to crying or getting angry about it as a weak action. So all of this adds up to who in my world represents these qualities, or had a situation where the same thing had occurred. And of course, my dad or my mom, that's always them. But what about, yeah, let's be specific. You know, my dad will discipline me, was a quote marks. There you go, discipline me, and I'd have to accept whatever had happened. And I hate it when this thing goes out of sync. Oh God. Alright, let me just close this. And then after whatever happened, you would pretend, or you just, act like, okay, everything's fine, everything's good, everything's early. And my mom would do the same thing, except I would still be angry at her. But with my dad, I'd just, as if it's a normal thing. So with that statement, I have to apply self-forgiveness on it. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to pretend as if nothing had occurred between me and my father after he disciplines me, and pretend as if it's normal to be abused by one's father that way. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to believe that it is normal to be abused by your father. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to give my father the right to control me, allow myself to experience my father as superior to me. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to compare myself towards my father. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to see myself as inferior to my father is superior to me. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to fear what would have happened if I did not give my father the fear that he desires to feed off of, and the consequence. Okay, I forgive myself that I've accepted me or hurt me or etc. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to fear that if I don't pretend that my father is superior to me, he'll slap me or punch